Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Glad you could join us. Look, I apologize about the length of this video, but it contains a ton of information. We're going to cover inflation, how it's affecting the expats here. We're also going to cover the cost of a couple of items that have really gone up. And finally, we're going to talk about medications. But more importantly, it's important that there's an anomaly in here that I don't understand. So maybe in your comments you can help, and maybe you can tell me why I don't understand it. Otherwise, let's find out and talk about it.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
So, inflation. I wouldn't normally bring it up because it's, happening everywhere except China, which is showing a negative rate, but they manipulate everything. Inflation is going to impact your pocketbook no matter where you're at, no matter whether you're still in the States or the UK or Australia or here in the Philippines. It doesn't matter whether you're an expat in a different foreign country. So today, Arlen had to run to the barangay to take care of a personal item down there. And on her way back, she stopped and picked up my insulin. So let's talk about medications. Now, my oral medications have not increased in cost. Or they did about, 3 months ago, but it was just so minor. All right. But I'm an insulin dependent diabetic. I have been all of my life. I take insulin every day, multiple times a day. I take straight R insulin and I take Lantus, which for those of you that are unfamiliar, R is a fast acting. You take that before your meal, and you take Lantus before bed generally, and it's a slow release. So the price of Lantus has gone up. It's gone up about 450 pesos. Okay, now that's about getting that's $9 a vial. So and it's not a vial. I buy the Solo Star pens is what they call them. All right. So I get there's 100 units in there, and you just dial in the amount you want, inject it, and then keep hitting it whenever you're going to hit it. Anyway, so it goes up like $9. And I go through about, 3 to 4 of those a month is about what it takes for me. Secondarily to that, what we've also seen a big increase is the price of vegetables and the price of rice. And rice is being impacted because of India and because of Cambodia. They're having a very, very difficult time producing enough rice for their own. Cambodia has increased the cost. Vietnam has increased the cost. The Philippines cannot or does not produce enough rice. It imports hundreds of metric tons of rice annually. The cost of rice has gone up. So I started looking around to see just how is inflation and how does it compare to other places? Well, then I thought, wait, just a minute. There's a knock at the door. Oh, it's my monthly bill, which contains my homeowner's fees and my electric bill. So taking a look at the electric bill. Okay, I used 766 hours, kilowatt hours this past month. Now, we were gone for 5 of those days. That was an average of, let me get that out of there. That was an average of 24 kilowatt hours a day, an average cost of 282 pesos daily. So our total bill was 8,746. Now, our condo has 3 split air units, one for each bedroom, one in the main, dining, kitchen, living room area. Okay. This was kind of an experiment month for me. I ran the master bedroom aircon nonstop. I set it on auto. I set it at 25 degrees centigrade during the day. And then at night, I drop it down to 21 degrees centigrade. Yeah, I like it cold. Here in my office, I run the aircon as I need it. In other words, I have it on right now as we speak, and it's cool enough, I'm turning it back off. I would say the office runs probably 3 to 5 hours a day. Because keep in mind, I'm in the office for a lot more than just YouTube. So that came out to 8,746 pesos, all right, which is equivalent at today's rate, 56.64 to $154.44. All right. Now, these are off, because by calculator, I carried it out 3 decimal points, 4 decimal points. So it's off just a little bit, but not enough to worry about. That's for sure. So electricity. And I have noticed my electric bill is really less than it was 6 months ago. So I don't know what happened. All right. Now, our unit is well insulated. And by well insulated, I mean it only gets sun in the afternoon. It gets sun on 3 sets of, I think they're 8 or 9 foot sliding glass doors, and those are double pane and tinted. It's sandwiched in between other condos, above it, below it. It's not a corner unit. So I took a look at that. But then I decided it's time to look at some other stuff. So here we go. The inflation rate here. And let me get that set the right way. So the July inflation rate in the Philippines, 4.7%. Okay, compared to the previous month at 5.4. June, it's a 0.1% increase on a monthly basis. Okay, 5.4% for the year to date, or 5.4% for June. I'm sorry. And here's a list of the inflation rates as they've been expressed over the years. Okay? Now, if we are going to look at that, then maybe we should consider looking at, I'm sorry, I keep snatching the wrong thing there, and I apologize. All right? We should take a look at, well, what is it in the United States? So it's 3.2%. Got to change that. There we go. So 3.2%. And let's just make sure that actually changed. Yes. I can't believe I keep grabbing that the wrong way. So as we take a look at this, July 2023 is 3.17. So it's higher here in the Philippines, lower in the U.S. Okay, that's great. How about we take a look at the UK? Wow. July 2020 is 6.8%. The inflation rate's better here. All right. Now, it is falling there, not here. So there's a little bit of hope out in the, a little bit of hope out there, no matter how you want to count it. Now, what was interesting was we did a video on Korean influence the other day, and now let's look at the Korean inflation rate. It's only 2.26%. Wow, that makes a huge difference. Okay? That makes a really big difference. However, it did go up 0.07% month over month. Now, I want to say all of those things. I know it's a little dry, but it brings me to one big anomaly. Okay? The one big deal that I don't understand, and this is where your comments and information can help. What I haven't seen, I've seen an increase in the cost of vegetables. I've seen an increase in the cost of meat. I've seen an increase at the grocery store on buying imported foods. We've seen an increase in my medications. What I haven't seen, and an increase in the bars, according to my friends and what limited experience we have. What we haven't seen an increase in rents. We've seen an increase in purchases, property purchase, condo purchases. But we haven't seen an increase overall in rent. So if you're renting somewhere here in the Philippines, please comment and tell me, have you seen an increase in the rents? If you are not, and you haven't seen an increase, we'd like to know. Please let us know what you're seeing in your area. And in addition to that, what about purchasing? If you're out there looking at purchasing condos, well, have you seen a price increase over the past year and a half on the square meter, peso per square meter pricing? That would be interesting to know. We're going to exclude land because there's only a limited number of people that really understand that number one, limited number of people that are able to purchase land, because you have to be married to a Filipino to do it correctly. And then secondly, we're going to exclude it because land is a different beast altogether. There's a huge difference, and a huge difference between expats when it comes to land. There are a lot of expats out there that have bought family land that has no direct title, or they've bought land from family friends that has no direct title. And then there is titled, registered at the registry department, all right, land. So that's a whole different argument and a whole different setup. We do apologize about it. What do you think about inflation in your country? What do you think about the prices in where you live, whether it's in the Philippines or not? What do you see where you live? We'd love to hear it. Thanks. And please do consider subscribing and hitting that thumbs up if you even made it this far. We appreciate it.